Hey, there is something I want to discuss, and I tell you, I saw this item. This was I can't remember where I saw. It might have been the New York Times, but it's from MSN.com, and I saw the headline. I'm like, oh my god, I got to read further, and I said, my God, both my kids do this. Julian does it, and Chloe does it, and I got to be honest, it kind of drives me crazy. When we watch Peaky Blinders, Michelle had a hard time understanding some of the accents in Peaky Blinders, especially the rough brother. And so we put the subtitles on. So there you go, hint, hint, hint. There's this whole movement where it seems that everyone now is watching TV with the subtitles on. And this is like a thing. And only time I want subtitles on is if I'm watching a foreign movie and I need English subtitles. That's the only time I want subtitles.
I have them on all the time for all the movies.
Well, see,
because I feel like I'm missing something. You know, sometimes you don't get a word. You're like, what?
Well, that's the point here. We ought to go to phones on this. This is like everyone is doing subtitles. And the story that I had, why is everyone watching TV with subtitles on? The first time it happened, I assumed it was a millennial thing. Our younger neighbors had come over with their kids and a projector for backyard movie night. Clueless, I think. And I said as the opening scene began, oh, you left the subtitles on. Oh, the husband said, we always leave the subtitles on. So this is like a trend. And when I saw the story, I'm like, my kids do this too. And then, Roxanne, I saw that you kind of raised your hand. Let me give out the phone number here. What is going on? Are you, the MJ Morning Show listener, are you a constant subtitle on person? Is this a thing in your house? Is it just certain family members? What is it if you're not hearing impaired? Why are the subtitles on? Please, let's go to phones on this. I want to have a conversation about this because this is like an epidemic. Everyone wants the damn subtitles on. Froggy just said it. All right, 800-990-1047. All right, do you have to have the subtitles on TV, movies, streaming, everything? 800-990-1047. Fire up the phones. Let's go. I want to know why. I want to know if it's just a part of your family. Are you okay with it? Does it drive you crazy? I don't like the distraction. For me, if I don't need subtitles on, the subtitles distract from the other visuals that I want to pay attention to on the screen. This is a thing, folks, and I think we need to have a dialogue here. I think we have to have a discussion on why this sudden trend of everyone wants to watch TV and movies with the subtitle. Look at the phones, every line. Every line is off the hook. 800-990-1047. When I go through a line, try to squeeze in. Yes, Rox.
So I, like you, Froggy, I feel like I'm going to miss something if I don't have it on, especially if it's like a fast-paced dialogue kind of movie or show. You want to absorb everything. And then also, I feel like some movies, they don't mix it the right way, and the sound effects are louder than the word sometimes, so you miss it that way. And then maybe because we text message and we look at words all the time now to communicate. I don't know, it just helps that way too.
You can't watch a movie and read at the same time?
Yeah.
Straight away, let's go to the phones. Every line is jammed here on this. Rebecca, Tampa, you're up first. Hi, Rebecca. Welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Hi, good morning, MJ. Good morning, guys. So I actually always watch TV with the subtitles on. I think because I watch it at a lower volume sometimes, so I can actually, when I'm looking at the TV, kind of read what they're saying, where it's not so loud in my home. I really don't like, a loud TV. Or if I'm laying in bed at night and I don't want my TV so loud, it's nice to have the subtitles on, so you still know exactly what's going on in the show or the movie that you're watching.
All right, thank you.
Go
ahead. I'm sorry. Last thing you want to say? Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just, and also, you see like you're missing something, if the subtitles aren't on, because you can't necessarily hear every word of what they're saying, even if it's really loud. They were saying the sound effects, are probably louder sometimes than, what they're saying. So it's good. It's nice with the subtitles on.
Rebecca, thanks for the call. Brittany's in Tampa. Brittany on 2. All right, hang on. Brittany's still getting screened. Let me grab
Jennifer in Spring Hill.
Let me
on
grab
three.
Jennifer in Spring Hill, then I'll go back to Brittany. Hi, Jennifer. You're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi, good morning. Yeah, we always use we always use the subtitles. I had a hearing impaired parent at one point, and so she needed them. And once she left, I was like, we're stuck because they put things on there that they don't say, like creaking in the background or music is playing but you don't hear it. But and it's an add-on to the entire watching in the show. Plus, like everybody was saying, you do lose some words here or there, or something in the kitchen happens in your family and you miss half the movie, but I can see it on the subtitle.
All right. Thanks for the call. Let's go back to Brittany in Tampa. Brittany, everyone seems to have subtitles on. Are you one of these people?
Oh, no, I hate it. Actually, my fiance, he learned English whenever he came down from Puerto Rico at like 7 years old. He watched the subtitles on all the movies that he watched, like Ninja Turtles, etc. And now it's just a habit for him. I hate it, though. I completely hate it.
How old's your boyfriend?
Now he's 34.
How old are you, Brittany?
I'm 28.
Gotcha. And he will run subtitles on everything, and it drives you nuts.
Yes.
Do you ever win? Do you ever turn them off, or does he win and they're always on?
They're just always on. I just kind of got used to them and just look over them.
Gotcha. All right. Thank you, Brittany.
No problem. Have a good one.
Let's grab Daryl in Tampa. Daryl, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi, Daryl.
Hey, hello?
Yeah, Daryl, subtitles. Are you one of these subtitles on all the time guy?
Yeah, for sure. My wife is Thai, and she watches her movie all the way in the master bedroom. I can't hear her when she watches TV. And then she gets together with her girlfriends. They talk yak all the time, and I can't understand yak.
They talk yak.
They talk yak. Yes.
Like 70 sometimes.
Is that the official language of Thailand? Yak.
Actually, it is. Yes.
Something like that. I can't understand nothing.
Wow. You guys seem like a match made in heaven.
So Daryl,
Wow.
how long did you say your Thai girlfriend or your Thai wife?
No, my Thai wife.
Okay,
Yeah.
so how long have you been together with your yak talking Thai wife?
Okay, well, it's going on 7 years now.
There you go. All right. Thank you, Daryl.
All right.
All right, hold on, Daryl. Is this a happy? Daryl, hang on, Daryl, stop. Is this a happy marriage?
Yeah, it's okay.
Listen,
Yeah, it's okay.
It's fine.
Does she make a mean pad Thai?
She cooks her food, and I don't eat her food.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
This is a great
I
marriage.
surrender to take a dump every 5 minutes after I eat it.
Okay.
What the hell?
All right. This
Wow.
guy hates his
I'm
wife.
not sure if this is the best or worst call we've ever had.
Every 5 minutes,
Wow.
sir.
Talking about my wife with her Thai yak. Wow, but I love her and it's a happy marriage.
Oh my God.
Can't eat her food.
Let me grab Tanya at Apollo Beach. Tanya, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi. Well, that's tough to top.
Yeah, that's good night, everybody. All right, time to go. Okay, that's gonna do it on the MJ Morning Show. All right, here we, folks. Have a great day. We'll see you back here to.
It wasn't that good of a call.
All right, so go ahead, Tanya. You're up. All right, so folks, if you're just tuning in, we're talking subtitles, and it's like everyone is watching TV with subtitles these days. Go ahead.
So I also watch subtitles. My husband and I do. We both like to watch a lot of like foreign shows on Netflix and such. So the subtitles definitely help when they.
Right. Well, you need that. Well, foreign shows that are not in English.
Yeah, some that are not in English, or like you were saying, with the heavy accents, like a Scottish accent, sometimes can be really tough to understand.
Yeah, like I said earlier, Michelle wanted the subtitles on when we watched Peaky Blinders, which is fantastic. And, you know, speaking of Netflix, another amazing foreign series is Babylon Berlin. You ever watch that?
No, I think that's on our list.
Oh, yeah. Babylon Berlin is just, it'll take you a little bit to get going. If you start with season 1, episode 1, you got to get into like 3-4 episodes. And Babylon Berlin is just genius. And
Right
they
on.
have the option of like English dubbed in. No. Nine. No. So you don't want to do that. You want to watch it in German, but with the English subtitles on. But that's the only time I do that.
It doesn't translate well. You know, some of the words are a little bit awkward, or if there's some sort of dialect that doesn't even have a translation, it makes it comes out weird. So I prefer the same thing. Like,
Tanya, thanks for the call. Appreciate it. Bonnie's in St. Petersburg. Bonnie, you're on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hi, Bonnie.
Hi.
All right, so let's talk subtitles. Are you subtitles on all the time? Are you part of this epidemic?
I am, yeah.
Why?
So for me, it's like if I don't have the subtitles on, I can't hear the movie.
So
I don't know. It's like this weird thing. Like, I used to hate subtitles, and then she had them on, and then I was like hooked. Like, I can't watch it if it doesn't have subtitles on.
Bonnie, how old are you? If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 17.
Oh, see, look at the age range here. I knew you sounded younger, but I thought you were probably in your mid to late 20s. So you're 17, Bonnie, and you can't watch anything without Listen, my kids, Julian is 18, Chloe is 21, and they run the subtitles on everything.
Yeah, well, I'm in the car with my dad right now, and he hates it.
Hey, Bonnie, let me ask you a question. Do you think it's because, think of videos that you watch on your phone, on social media, on YouTube, or on TikTok.
Oh, that's right.
They all have. I watch videos all the time.
Yeah.
I never watch TV, but Bonnie's in a different generation where everything she watches has a subtitle.
But like a lot of the viral videos
are all typed out.
But
with the words now.
The audio's crystal clear, but they still put all the words on.
Because I watch it on mute half the time.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Hey, Bonnie, thanks for listening to the show. We highly appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Bonnie.
Yeah.
Bonnie. I was going to ask her if Bonnie, are you a voluntary listener or does your father force you to listen? But you know, our show, I think we've got the widest morning show demographic in the market. That's a 17-year-old young woman that called, and listen, at some point we might take a call from a 110-year-old. I mean, but seriously. Our demographics run, I think we've got the widest spread of demographic listeners in the entire market. That's enough calls. I'll finish all these. Let's grab Richard in St. Pete. Richard, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi, thanks for having me. I am an audio engineer, and there's a trend in the film industry to make the audio a lot more impactful for the viewer, in that dynamics are very important. And
All right, now, Richard, when you say you're an audio engineer, in what capacity?
I mean, I have the degree, but I don't really use it.
Okay.
I mean, I make music at home and so forth.
Yep.
But
so give us an example of this trend in the industry to make the audio more impactful. Give us a real-world scenario.
If you're making music, you want to compress everything. You make the volume levels pretty much the same. They don't do that in movies. They want the explosions to be louder. They want the music to be louder, and
you want dynamic range.
Okay, I've noticed that trend.
Range.
What?
Yeah, I've noticed that trend.
That's an actual thing that's happening. And part of the problem is that movies and TV are mixed for 5.1 stereo, where there's 5 speakers, 1 subwoofer. Most TVs just have 2 speakers, regular stereo. And they always, when they mix it for 5.1, they put the vocals in the center to make sure it has a focal point in the center. And that center audio channel is missing at 2.1. And they always that just seems to get lost. So some of the audio will be in the left-right channels for the vocals, but
it's like a little bit of ghosting there, but the main thrust comes out of the center channel.
Yes.
Yeah.
So missing that center channel and to remix that is obviously work.
Thank you, Richard.
You have articulated something I've been very suspicious of.
What's that, Roxanne?
Well, everything you just said.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Hey, Richard, thanks for the call. Have a great day. All right, let me finish up with these calls, then we'll move on. But, man, the phone's exploded. And if you're just tuning in, I just brought up the fact that it seems that everyone wants to watch TV and movies with the subtitles on these days. And it's like a trend. And people that normally would not need subtitles, people are just watching everything with subtitles on. Think about it. Dante in Valrico. Dante, MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, how you doing? I hate subtitles. I hate them. All of my kids, well, I have 3 kids. They all watch TV with subtitles. I hate
What are the ages of your kids? Give me all 3 ages.
From 26, 24, and 14.
And they're all watching with subtitles.
Yes. Oh, I have an 18-year-old daughter. Ooh, sorry.
Hold on a second. You have 4 kids and you left one out?
Yeah, she doesn't talk to me a whole lot. I'm just kidding. She's great. She.
All right, so it drives you nuts. Thank you, Dante. All right, 2 more calls and we're going to move on. Mark in Tampa. Hey, Mark, MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, good morning. Hey, let's call it what it is. It's closed captioning. My wife does it as a business.
Whoa. Your wife is a closed captioner?
Yep. She's been doing it for years.
Like, give me an example. How does she do it? What does she do it for?
In the past, and we've done Hallmark movies. We've done syndicated stuff for NBC. It's the old Charlie's Angels and a lot of the old syndicated shows for NBC. We've done that, but we've done a lot of Hallmark movies.
So she sits at home in Tampa, she watches it, and then types in the subtitles into a program?
Yeah, we get a clip, or we get a copy of the movie that's sent to us, and she spends the time, putting up all the words and all the notes for what's going on in the background and stuff.
Wow, like door creaking or birds chirping, music playing, violins.
All that kind of stuff.
Wow.
All that kind of
and
stuff.
she still does it now?
Yep.
What's like the last thing that she just did, like in the last day or 2?
She has a contract with a company out in L.A. They do a coin show, and she gets them almost every day. She's doing coin shows.
Wow. Are those guys trying to sell you like MS-60 silver dollars, like on Bloomberg Business at 6 in the morning?
Yeah, it's Rick's collectible coins or something like that.
I think I've passed by that occasionally. Hey, Mark, thanks for the call. Appreciate it. All right, last call here. Brian in Newport Richie. Brian, you get the final say on why everyone is using subtitles when they watch TV or movies. Go ahead, Brian.
Hey, good morning, you guys. Appreciate you having me on.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a teacher here in Florida, and my daughter. I have a 13-year-old daughter, and she watches movies and TVs with the subtitles on. Drives me insane. But then I find myself reading the subtitles and I'm missing the movie, and I can't stand it. But I'm looking at it like being a teacher. I'm looking at this from the perspective of a kid. And one, I think kids nowadays, they're so constantly glued to cell phones and scanning from one thing to the next that their brains now are wired just trying to see as many things as they can at once. And they can't just focus on one thing. But I'm looking at it from the bright side. So when I look at children now, they're reading and writing now. There's so many issues with kids and their reading and their abilities to read. So the way I see it is that, hey, if my daughter can watch a movie and practice her reading at the same time and get better at it, then so be it. I don't like it. It drives me crazy.
Yeah.
But if you get kids reading and they can read fast enough where they can keep up with the conversation, then maybe it's helping.
Because, when we're watching a movie or we're watching something on TV and they got the subtitles on, I'm like, hey, can I turn the subtitles off? And they're like, no, Dad.
It drives me nuts.
Yeah, me
now,
too.
When grown-ups do it, I don't have an answer for that.
Yeah.
I think because grown-ups now are so used to just flipping through phones and flipping and flipping and flipping, their brains are just now, everybody's wired.
Yeah, listen, social media, our stupid smartphones, they've scrambled our freaking brains.
And I've got to see as many things as I possibly can all at once.
Yeah, all the multitasking. You got to have stimulation, ears and eyes and nose and this. You got to be watching. You're texting while you're watching. You're doing 150 things, and you know what? Nothing sinks in.
It's the multitasking.
Yeah.
But again, in the end, if it's getting our kids where they can read fast enough to keep up with the conversation, then in some weird, odd way, it is helping them, I guess.
Brian, thanks for the call. Man, that thing exploded. Wow. Look at that. That's amazing. Hey, Froggy, I got a story for you, dude.
What that, dude?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, tell me.
Do you have subtitles for the story?
You know what I need? I need that. What's that, like that ubiquitous sound effect, like when, like they NORAD headquarters and the words go and it goes.
Like 24 used to use it all the time.
Exactly.
Every time they had, a new scene.
We need that. Every time I say, we just need to have that running underneath me, like subtitles.